Welcome to the U18C final of the Joe 2024. We ask both captains to come forward and join Jeff McPhee, tournament chair, Mike and Maddie Lamontagne, the grandson and great-granddaughter of the Joe Lamontagne, for a ceremonial face-off for the last game of the 2024 tournament. Good luck to both teams. Can everyone please rise for the playing of our national anthem?
All right, everybody, welcome back here to High Button Sports as we get set for another game here, and this will be actually our last game of the tournament here in the 2024 Joe Lamontagne. Excited to bring you this one as it's been quite the run here over the course of the past 10 days, and we always like to finish off with a solid final here in the U18C division to bring us home. We're off to the races. That puck down there picked up by Johnson. We've got the Predators and Memramcook. There's Dieppe and the Predators, both away teams here, so no locals playing in this game. Puck down into the right side corner, picked up in behind. Active stick there. Try to get it put up through Jeremy Lager. It's knocked back in behind. Predators up the right. It'll be fought for along the half wall and scooped up in behind. Grabbed by Duguay. Knocked back through the middle. A few extra players on this Dieppe team compared to the Predators, so we'll see if that has any sort of bearing on the game, having more bodies as Johnson heads down the right side. Johnson pulls in. Johnson, pass handed off, and then it's covered on the outside. They were going to let it go, but we'll continue on. So what a run it's been. 10 total days here at the Joe. as the crew did a fantastic job and bring you all the shootouts and all the finals this year. Puck looking to get centered. It'll be calmed down and covered up there by our goaltender, Aigles-Leblanc, getting the nod there. Richard works it over. Camo battling for it, and it comes back past the blue line. Fired across. Yep. Hashi works it down low as the Predators chase back for it. Picked up there by Desjardins and covered near the post there. We'll get a whistle here as just about a minute and a half in. Not too much back and forth happening quite yet. And it's just a bit of figuring each other out through the first few minutes of this one. That one knocked back in there for Richard. Near the red line. It'll be put through. Ouellette gets in behind. Probably not going to call that a penalty, but we'll continue on as it kind of looked like he had hooked in there. Predators look to work it ahead. It's grabbed by Dieppe. Right under our broadcast booth here. They'll head in down the right side. Pushed off into the corner in the active stick of Melanson. Takes away the center of the ice. Passed across now. Chased after. Daigle jumps on it. Predators up the left side. Gets to about the ringette line. Kept in by Dieppe. Centering pass. No one home. Gallant going to pick it up off the one hop. 12 teams were in this division, or this age group to start out. So to make it all this way means you had to win some games. So this truly is the best of the best coming in here in the U18C division, at least in the Joe Lamont Tang. 12 teams, like I said, from all over the place. That one knocked off the end of the stick. Tried to feed that through. Centered over to the right side. Shot high, and they score. And the captain here for Dieppe strikes Samuel LeBlanc. It'll be 1-0 here early. About 3 minutes in. That one finds the back of the net, and we'll head back to center with a different score, 1-0. Dieppe, who's been all over it here in the first few minutes, put one in over the right side, and that's in the back of the net, ready to go. Passed across the blue line, it'll be fished out, not getting the red line, so that'll go for the icing. It comes back in behind. Face off here on the left. Try to scoop that through past the skate. Over to Adams. Adams back into the hash marks. Play the face-off down here on the right side. Dupre's off the draw. Flicked on up. Johnson tries to slow it down in the feet there. He'll cut back around. Eric Johnson puts it off towards the middle. Hustled hard into the zone. Camo gets a taken by Desjardins. He'll try to go up the right side. Flutters in, and they'll take a conservative cover, and we'll get a whistle. Face off. Here to the left with fresh legs out here. Hashi on the draw. Hashi, who was part of the Sidney Crosby shootout earlier in the weekend, shot on into the glove. 8:02 remaining. Still trying to kind of get our feet under us in this one, even though it's 1-0. Haven't really had too much back and forth just yet. picked up on the right side. Predators now bringing it in here. Shot from distance. That one stopped and a save made by the defender there for Dieppe, Richard. Puck fought for him behind. Predators try to knock that one out. Rolls off the stick and now hustle play. Camo. He brings it in over the blue line. Has a man in front. Elects to shoot and that one's steered over. Nicely done there as it'll wrap into the corner. In behind, Camo. Trying to center, it's poked up. Skating now, Arsenault. Arsenault fires, not gonna get much on that one. Steered into the end boards. Hash, he tries to get in the way through the legs, the old nutmeg, they say. Hand it off. Predators. Chase that free puck in the middle, shoot it back in on the left side. Slap down. Grab there, Desjardins. To the blue line, held on. 2-on-2, down along the boards, they'll make their way down. Centering pass, Dieppe shot, that one rolling up the pads, and another save by our goaltender, Zachary LeBlanc. He's been the best player so far for the Predators. Desjardins. Shot in behind, and that'll wrap out the boards. Richard will let his D-man grab it. Dag picks it up. Pass that's sauced right up the middle, tipped by LeBlanc, chasing after it. LeBlanc in along the end boards. LeBlanc comes out with it, tries to jam in, free in front, shot, what a save there. Richard now is lining up for one and getting squared up with a huge save. Zachary LeBlanc sent it to the right side corner. So Sam LeBlanc shooting on Zach LeBlanc. Zach gets the better in that case. Hit down into the corner. Reverse hit there. And it's knocked on down for an ice 5:36 to go here in the first. .535 to go in the first, and we'll get a look on the ice there with the face-off coming to the left. Puck jumps up and will roll near the hash marks, played in across. Now stepped up and that one fluttered in first action a little while here on the Dieppe end. 5:18 to go in the first. Cut back and behind. Levesque forced to try again. Gets the pass over here into the boots, but picked up by Babin. Babin down the right side. Loses that as it's played in along the end boards. Leger. Quick whack at it. Comes near center. Stopped and will hold in the Predators' end. Desjardins, who's been pretty active in this first period, gets it up the right side. Grab now. Predators fired into the end boards. Adams gonna get that. William Adams into the feet of Babin, who slows it down, then tries to get her going. Leisure up to center from the red line, shot in, drop back. Picked up Hugo Melanson. Don't get it very far as Adams gonna pick it up, turn back over. Into the wall. That one's Sent over the head and will be sent for the icing. 3:55 to go in the first. Just our one goal from earlier is the only difference here. Hasn't been too many chances at either end. Anyone that has really been a good scoring chance has been stopped by Aigles-Leblanc, aside from the one. Predators certainly got to figure out a way to tilt this ice back in the other direction as we're approaching the end of the first. Down the right side, steps up, shot. Moves on. Down, Poirier gonna pick it up now. Poirier brings it in. Sent into the end boards. Yep, on it, knocked off the stick by Richard over to Poirier. The rare case where they first name pretty much on every jersey, the first letter on the last name. Something kind of unique to the Predators here. Play down here in front. Hits the stick for Hashi. Hashi grabs on the left side. Into some feet, trying to square it away. Poirier going at it. Down for Hashi along the end boards. Poirier picks up, back to Daigle on the line. Into the end boards, centering, jumping puck. Kept in just on the blue line. Knocks on up through the middle. Dag grabs. 2:24 to go in the first. Hitting the toe of the skate. It'll be chopped on back. Predators. In the end boards. Knocked on through. Puck held on to. Camo gets that one down here in front to the right side. LeBlanc. LeBlanc into the end boards, tries to square it away. LeBlanc swings back out front to Richard. Good hip swing there. Shot stays out. 98 seconds remaining here in the first. Back to Richard. Over the blue line. Spun out a little bit. No penalty, as I think the refs are going to be letting them play pretty good here to finish out our final game. Move back in below. In behind, it's along the end boards. Six seconds remaining here in the first. Hits the, again, Richard gonna grab. Jacob Richard gets it up the left side. It's handed off. Off for a skate now. Camo on the wraparound holding. 40 seconds to go in the first. Adams put on the back foot now. Separation coming. Dungay down the left. Gets it out, hits a skate, trying to spin it back in front. Pokes back in behind, Levesque. Levesque gets it over to the right side. Stepping on up, Johnson. He'll move it over the blue line. Into the corner there for Leisure. There's a Jolene and a Jeremy Leisure here on this team. And that'll take us to the end of the first. So 1-0 off the early goal by Dieppe. The only difference right now, we'll be back shortly with the second. All right, back here with the second period. So just a short little break for us here as we continue on through. Shediac find themselves on the back foot here, trying to create a few more chances here in this second period. Dieppe had a few quality ones early, and it kind of slowed down near the end. But we'll get right back at it. Puck's picked up. Moved ahead, just out of the reach there for Ledger on the right side. It's sent on. And with 30 seconds gone there. I've been told it's Legier, which I probably should have known. Sorry, long week, folks. Talk about Heath Ledger out here. Legier, couple Legiers on the team. As we'll continue on. That one just slapped at. Puck will be down here on the right side for another face-off. Poirier going to be on the draw. 50 seconds into the second here. Gets worked over to the right side, looking through traffic. Hits a shin pad in behind. Ouellette along the right. Held in behind. Back down here front. Hashi on jump up. Hashi gets over to Poirier. Poirier in a collision there with Ouellette as it is free for a moment. Shediac jumps up on it, works it in behind. Dieppe going for a skate. Adams. Adams on the left side. Had a look at it. It was kicked aside with a nice save, and it's rolling up the stick back in behind. Dieppe touched by Camo, and Adams knew he messed that one up as they head back the other way. Shediac in the right corner, trying to center. Jumps back out. Dieppe looking up the left side. Brought back in. Got to send a guy to the net. They do. Gogan, and now a penalty coming. Haven't seen too many. But with 9:52 to go in the second. It'll be a face-off here on the right side. LeBlanc was heading for the extra attacker. Didn't make it there, but now 9:50, a power play coming. Everything's sorted. No. Trying to get a last second change in maybe. LeBlanc. Shot into the end boards. It's picked up and covered. 10 seconds in or 11 seconds into the PK. Stick with it. Another year, I believe the 41st annual Joe this year. So all sorts of minor hockey come together. Big wide invite over the course of the historic March break tournament. And another strong year, of course. Face off here on the right side. Dropped into the end boards. It's picked up by Jolin Ledger. Legier. Shot in behind. That one rifled up the glass, and it'll be sent for the first clear of the PK. Rolls back in behind the stick. Landry. Legier going at it in behind. Freed up Uruguay. Some pressure coming there. Still looking for some chances as it doesn't get off the boards. It was rolling off handle stick. Turned over, low shot, and got to be a little tougher on that puck. Try to get it out. Spun won't go. Head up. Legier picks it up. He'll gain center, hand it over to the opposite side on the left. Chased after. Desprez shot and the save made. 33 seconds to go in the PK, 8:23 in the period. So still 33 seconds to work with. Poirier on the draw, and that one's one back, clean to the line. Shot from distance, not gonna get it squared away as it falls into the opposite corner now. Up the boards. Big man skating in there, Logan LeBlanc. Back to the line, hits off his skate and exits. Desjardins gets it over. Wraps it around the end boards, Levesque. Levesque takes that out, and with 10 seconds remaining on the penalty, it'll be sent down. Camo. Richard over to the left side. Moves up. Desjardins will be the first one in as we approach halfway through this period. It's a 12-minute period and then a 15-minute third. Babin puts it around, gets it up the wall. Johnson now stepping in. Johnson with a little bit of time. Centers to Babin off the stick, or it goes by the stick. Babin now holds, tries to get the pass off. Arsenault went down. Back up, Levesque on the line. Low shot into the glass, it's steered. Adams steps up on it. Kicked over to Babin. Centering pass in the feet on the left side. LeBlanc goes down, gets back up, makes a nice save. Looking for the rebound, and another save there by LeBlanc. Just inside 7 minutes to go, and a good sequence there. LeBlanc, who's pretty much been the best player all game. Face off, shoots it back in behind. Legier to the blue, kept in by Dieppe. Some pressure coming, and it's spun out, but gets all the way down to the hash marks. Stepping up, Babin jumps up at it, and it'll be a hand pass as it hit Babin's hand, and he didn't agree. Gives a chirp to Gogan on the way off as well. May as well throw that in there. Down the right side. Picked up. Into the feet and leading pass. Babin grabs it. Babin heads down the right. Dish pass. That one not going to go very far as it's steered in behind. Centering. Handle was in front there waiting for that puck. It never made it to him. Shot over to Babin. Holds the zone. Picked up and flipped off. They'll get a full change. Dieppe continues. Ref urges them to play on. Try to chip up the right. It'll be knocked in behind. Camo, quick shot. Grabbed by Valtor. Falls down. Desjardins chases. 5:22 left to go here in the second. In the feet. Now Shediac working that puck north. Gonna push that into the right corner. Dag on it with some pressure coming in there by Desprez. Desprez picks it up. Centering pass over to Camo. Into the corner, a little bit of a hit there. Desprez jumps up on it. I don't believe there's hitting in this league. We would have seen it a little more at this point, but they're definitely going to let him play it out. the refs. Valtor on the end boards. Shoots that for what will be a guaranteed icing. 4:42 left to go in the second. So we get an on-ice look there. Face off on the left. It'll be whacked out once. Here they come. 4:38 to go. Up through the middle. Try to get that pass to Camo. Oh, and the unorthodox play by Legier works out as he goes for a bit of a baseball tackle and gets that puck into the feet. Desprez can't get that puck off as it's hit into the glass and behind. Picked up Camo. Camo shot. Duguay tries to catch up to that. Desprez leading pass. And the more I say it, the more I kind of assume that's more Dupre. Dupre. I don't have much French in me, folks. Sorry about that. But I'm going to imagine it's Dupre. Desprez just really doesn't sound right. Face off. 3:53 left to go in the second. Poirier on the right side. 2 minutes remaining, or a 2-minute power play now coming up. 3:53 remaining. Lead pass to Bavin. Bavin drops it back. LeBlanc. Picked up. Collision there. We'll continue on. Don't think they're going to call too many interferences here as it's worked up the right side. Sent it to the end boards. Past the skate there and big hustle back play. Goalie way out. Almost to the blue line. And LeBlanc keeps the chance from coming. What a play that was. You don't see that every game. Shot in low. Trying to get his team back in it with a little energy here. 3:01 to go in the second. Spinning around, pad save. Back to the blue line. Shot from distance. LeBlanc came off his post. Bit of a lane cut back there. 54 seconds remain on the power play here. Legier in behind. He'll play that up. Rolls off the stick of LeBlanc. Played over to the right side. Stepping in, glove up. Hits the glove, falls back in behind. Back to Johnson. Johnson backhands way down, and 26 seconds remaining on the power play. 2:15 in the period. Shediac holding. Not enough on that one as it rolls off the stick, and the Predators will take the cover. Face up on the left side, still 1-0 off the early goal. Haven't seen a goal with too many scoring chances here in a little while. It's over to Johnson. Johnson brings it in. Johnson shot, hits a stick and into the mesh. 1:45 to go now in the second. Oh, and maybe looking to get a late change in. Not going to accept that one. They're going to push him back. So now we're ready to go here. Back to even strength. Dupre kicked out of the dot. Back to the line. Slapped on behind. Dupre. Knocks it around the end boards. Pass off to the left. Agier. Valtor tries to get it out. It's kept in on the line. Ouellette sweeps at it, but it's moving back in front. It'll be played into the end boards. Dupre, he moves it in. Hashi spinning around. Minute to go. Shediac. In the right corner, looking to get that centered. Knocked in behind. Valtor. Pass connects, 47 seconds. Here comes Dieppe. Collision as a stick goes absolutely flying. That one did a couple spins in the air and a penalty coming. We take you down to ice level as they'll try to sort that one. And Shediac will head to the PK for the hitting. Like we said, not allowed in this, so 40 seconds to go in the second. 10 misconduct as well, tucked on the end of that one. 39.9 remains in the second. We're gonna have a 15-minute third, still 1-goal game here. Taking a moment to get it sorted. Yep, trying to get it sorted. There's still some confusion. Fresno, and now Shediac's getting frustrated at their own side here, trying to get the player, and we'll take you right down to ice level there. And now we're all sorted out. Gallant's gonna head out as the last attacker here on the PK. Back to Dag. He shoots that into Richard. Tries for a second shot, spun on, and LeBlanc with a good save as that one picked up some speed on the way to the net. Landry for Richard. Comes back to the blue line. Shipped into the corner. Holding. Richard. Penalty coming here behind the play. 12.2 to go. And the Predators will get a cross-checking one. And that'll be a minute and 33 of 5-on-3. And not ideal for a team trying to mount a comeback here. Face off. Here on the left, 12.2 to go in the second. Hand it off. Right side, steps in the ringette line. Good hard shot there that got through. 4 seconds to go, 5-on-3 in the second period, sent in behind. All right, so I'll take a break here at the end of the second. It'll be a minute and 21 seconds of 5-on-3 to start the third. We'll see you then. All right, we're back here for our third and final period of the 2024 Joe LeMontang trying to crown a champion. The Predators took a little extra time to get sorted. There's a minute and 16 of 5-on-3. Here we go down the right side. Battled for and then swept out. So good start for the Preds. In along those end boards and a circle back play. Here comes Levesque. Big Eric Levesque going for a skate, putting on the Jets. Stops up near the ringette line. Backhand pass to the line. Pass gets over D to D. Held down the right side. Looking for a man in front. Rolls into the corner and covered up. Face off in the right corner, 37 seconds. In along the end boards, Adams steps up on it. Adams gets Levesque. Pass gets through, gonna hand off to the right side. Stepping in, shot, save made LeBlanc. Minute gone here in the third, and goaltender LeBlanc got to fix the pads there. Shot, save made. Face off down here to the right, and take no chances. LeBlanc gonna cover it up. To the line, Vitor shoots it back in behind, centered. Rolls off the end of the stick. They'll try to get it along the end boards. Camo kept in. Now they'll be 5-on-4 as Legier heads out. Back to the blue line, handed off right side. Steps up, rolling through, and will just be scooped and covered. Face off. Now coming 15 seconds until we return to 5-on-5. One goal from the start of this game, and the way it started, you assume there might have been a couple more, but it's really become more of a defensive battle as it's gone on. Knocked back in behind, and with 5 seconds, 5-on-3 kills here for Shediac, and they're still in this game. 13-12 to go, trying to win a gold here at the Joe. It's been a long road, and it's late here on a Sunday. This is what we got. The last gasp of air. In the right side corner. They'll move it in behind. Back to Vitor. Little chip play. Comes near center. Up the right side, pass connects, and there's a collision there in the middle. Few players offside here for Dieppe, has to wait. Shot in behind. Back to the line. Back in LeBlanc on the right side, centering, spinning Landry, steered aside. Picked up Guggen. He'll try to get it through. Poked out by Shediac. Cut off on the wall. Steps in. Foot goes up. Shot in tight. Save made there. The closer we get to the finish, the tighter it gets. And we just wanted to say, if you are not subscribed, please head over and click that subscribe button. We are just 5 subscribers away from 8,000. This YouTube channel's been around for a long time, and it's a hard work goes into it. Lots of streams, lots of hockey from around Atlantic Canada. So if you can, please subscribe and get us to that 8K marker, and then we'll work on the next K. Maybe when we hit 10K, we'll even get a cake or something. But until that moment, looking for a few more here. 11:25 to go here in the third. Up the right side, LeBlanc. The captain moves it up to Landry. That puck into the offensive zone on the right side. Landry steps in, shot hits the post. Looking to spin around, they score. A bank shot goes in, and who would have thought after all the great saves with 11:06, it took one like that to break through. So a 2-goal lead here now for Dieppe. .06 now, 2-0 here in the third. Levesque holds. He shoots that over to the left side. Brought in, Melanson, shot, save made, LeBlanc, there again. Babin into the shin pad. .38 left to go here in the third as the puck will be won and worked up through the middle. Pass into the left side. Steered. It'll be LeBlanc who picks it up. LeBlanc, the goaltender, at one end. Move to the middle. Predators. Stick gets on. Moved to the ringette line. Bounces back in behind. Poked at. Valtor on it as well. Dupre. Trying to get that through. Shot into a shin pad. Dieppe moves it ahead. Falls on down here in front. Over the blue line. Shot high. Rolls off. And that's kind of the bounce Shediac's looking for here to get themselves back in this game. From a tight angle. Back to Dupre. Into a foot to LeBlanc. Swept on. That plays in behind. Let ahead, Poirier. Poirier in over the blue line. Ouellette gets a swipe on it as well. Valtor in behind, fans on it, turned over, Richard in the middle, Richard, low shot, and that one scooped up on a good chance. Picked up down the right side, shot off the pad, comes down there, steered over to the right side, lead pass, back to the middle, head down, Shediac pulls it back in, Poirier tries to catch up, LeBlanc on it. Pass handed up and now scooped. Face off going to be here just inside 8 minutes. 2-0 currently. That one gets bounced into the right side. Centering won't get there. Shediac. Hash marks. Gets picked off. Rolls up the stick. Comes down. LeBlanc. Over to the left side. Off the end of the stick and jumping on. Jumped out and LeBlanc going to take a risky one, but works out. .721, halfway through our third period. Face off, one back, Levesque. Levesque from the point. That one slowed down as it re-enters. Zachary LeBlanc, who's been stellar. 2 have gotten through. Everything else has been stopped in its tracks. In a tough game for him. Not many opportunities back the other way. Got to stay focused back there. Predators up the right side. Lead pass. Jumps on. Trying to put that through. Into the feet, Melanson. Heads on back to the blue line. Pass gets across. Shot, save me. .641 to go. And he'll follow. We'll get an on-ice look there as they head to the bench. And one in. So, but if you're going to try to get one here, give yourself some time to get that second. It all starts with one here for Shediac. Dieppe looks pretty locked in here in this third period. Johnson up the right side. Brought in. Move to the middle. Gets him down low. Shediac. Shediac into a shin pad. Another go at it, Johnson. Picked up. That one circles into the right corner. Splits the defenders. Now under 6 minutes to go. Chased after, a bit of pressure here, but not much. Coming down, cut back move, grabbed there by Adams. He heads out the left side, Babin. Babin. Up to Camo. Gallant gets stick lifted into the middle. Touch back, Richards, shot. .520 now. 5:28 to be exact. Good supporter crowd. Giving some stomping for the old heave away. One back. In near center. Shot up the wall. Melanson chops it back in. Centered. Into the wall. Camo. That one's going to be chopped back. Spun. LeBlanc. Left man in front. Shot. Scores. Up top off the turnover. And that'll be the 3-0 here with just inside 5 minutes remaining. Face off will come here on the right side. We hope everyone went and subscribed to the High Button channel. There's plenty of content to come, as even though the winter hockey season's ending, we're heading into spring hockey here soon. We'll be heading to Montreal for the Montreal Meltdown for the entire month of May and half of June. So top-notch spring hockey on High Button Sports. all over the place. We appreciate all the support all week long and always, especially the teams from far away who may not have heard of High Button Sports before. Based in Halifax, we do a lot of the local live streaming around here. I'm excited to bring it to you. Chipped in through the middle. Scooped up, 427. Head down, moved in through the right. Holding him behind, looking for a wraparound. Penalty coming here with 4:16. And that'll be slashing call. .416 remaining as the Predators make things a little tougher, and with 3 goals, tough mountain to climb here. We'll see how they play out the last 3 minutes. Or 4:16, sorry. Last 3 goals have all been off the stick here. Dieppe down on the left corner, tipped off the skate. The 2 later ones on LeBlanc were funny bounce goals, turnover, and then off a skate from in behind. Dupre picks it up. Back to Daigle. He'll pick it up, Dag. Left side, kicks it up to himself. Number 11 chased in. That's going to bounce off the end boards over to the right. And in the right side corner. Near the blue line. That one skied high in the air. Gonna chase it in. Duguay. Toe drags. Pulls that up ahead. Stop up play. Back to the line. Dupre tries to swing it through. Daigle grabbing. Pass gets across. Stick handle to Richard. Richard over the blue. Shot, save made. 3 minutes flat left to go here now in the third. 3-0 our score still. As we're almost in wrap-up territory, bring you down to ice level. 44 seconds remain on this PK for Shediac. Steered in front, whacked out once. Bavin's not going to force the issue there. On the left side. Puck tried to pull in front. Oh, and a beautiful glove save in front by LeBlanc. And that one snapped into the glove from in tight and stayed out. And the best save of the game there for Zachary LeBlanc is going to come with 2:52 remaining in the third. Shot high. Adams chases after it on the left side. As time really winding down now. Poked at near the ringette line. Stays down low, Melanson. Blocked in behind. Set up on the middle. It'll be sent in. Levesque takes one from the point, but it's scooped down. 2:20 remaining. Four seconds remain in that PK. Penalty to Arsenault about to end. Samuel Mallet, the man back here in net for Dieppe's been perfect to this point. 2:18 hits the line. Adams spins it back, gets it up into the feet. Levesque, under 2 minutes to go now. Picks up. Levesque is going to hold on as we approach our final 90 seconds. Gallant near the blue line, sorry. Tipped in towards the middle. Bavin pulls in tight. Bavin up over the red line. Now headed to the blue, toe drag, stop, 95 seconds, back to Levesque. Taking that back into the zone, and he seems all right. Gogan with a little bit of pressure here, forcing him to move. Levesque going for a skate. Up over the blue line, knocked into the right side corner. Chased after, 2-on-2. That one comes up the half wall, over into the neutral zone, pulls back in. Johnson can't get it squared away, and now we're into our final minute of play here in the third. 3-0 the lead. It's picked up on the back end, flicked into the glove. Hashi tries to bring that in. Gogan spinning around to Ouellette. Into the end boards, 46 seconds. Dupre. Stopped up along the wall. Shediac. Entering the zone. 29 seconds, into the corner they go. As Dieppe's gonna take away the medal here and bring it home. After a pretty complete final game against Shediac, it's played into the end boards, 15 seconds. Couple players down. Settled down in front, 9 seconds. It'll be taken, shot down, 3, icing waved off, and that will do it here. As Shediac falls to the champion Dieppe, and we'll have a nice celebration here on ice level. And that'll do it for us here on High Button Sports. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll leave it going here for the post-celebration. But that's it for me, and we will see you next year for the Joe 2025.
So the players of the game judged by High Button Sports determined your top forward from Dieppe number 16, Aigles-Leblanc. Your top position also from Dieppe number 11, Shediac. And your top goalie from Shediac number 31, Memramcook. Receiving the shoulder work from Dieppe number 31, Shediac.
Good afternoon, everyone, and big congratulations to both our teams on a great U18C final. I'm Jeff McPhee, I'm the chair of the tournament, and it's my pleasure to be on the ice with the grandson and great-granddaughter of the founder of our tournament, Joe Lamontagne. Michael and Hannah Lamontagne. As it says on the ice and our logos, this tournament is both history and tradition since 1979. When Joe Lamontagne started really appreciate everybody coming. We hope to see you here back next year. And for those of you that are graduating on from